Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Now pass is batted away, incomplete. And the Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. Fielded near the 20. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Aggies offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they hand it off to the back. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Fourth throwaway there, gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. See if the offense can move the chains on that incompletion. Toss it to the back, running left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
The Aggies pick up enough for a first down here. Back to pass. It's Reed. Moves out of the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Fires it on the move. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try the ground game here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. with some pre-snap motion. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield against Moss. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. Those electing to go for a field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. We thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Game moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. Quick throw to the left. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And off the bounce, that pump will roll out of bounds. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. He escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Catch is made. Room to run here. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Well, great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Well, they've had some great ones over the years.
And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
And we're able to get him down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
He's Just an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. He's running out of time here. The sure hands. It's Pena. The Nittany Lions will have to kick it away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you just throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Reed. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. And the Aggies will have to kick this away. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The pre-snap motion from the offense. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. He hands it off from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter, Larry Johnson, and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense. A man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving him more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The special teams strike in this playoff game. Enormous moment. The coverage return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one, and I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Makes a nice move there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Delivers quickly to the left side. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. Now the offense is set up with a short field. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. Then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that.
Breaks into the clear. Got the first down and still motoring. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. You'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Now it's second down here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
Man, this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
To throw, it's Reed. He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Aggies. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how it shows up for a touchdown.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Using his legs, it's Singleton.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Incomplete with his hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. Butler getting a workout. It's his 5th one of the night. And here's the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed to the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Back to throw. It's Reed. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Here he goes. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. A completion makes it second and medium. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. An important third down and goal now. To throw, it's Allen. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A much-needed counter-punch delivered.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Here's the fair catch by the return man. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On first down, it's play action. Hit as he released it. He's got it in the open. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. A deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
This time he stopped short, scored the touchdown, but doesn't back it up with a two-point conversion. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff, we'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Ball handed off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Offense out there for the first play of this drive for the 18. They get the second half started with their running play. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
QB keeper all the way. He's in the clear. Now here he goes. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, how much fun is this guy to be able to watch with the football in his hands? He's a quarterback, and he has that kind of speed. I think he's one of the fastest guys in the country, and he picks up some big yards here.
Keeping it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Moss. He's past the marker and still going. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
With the catch, it's Concepcion. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. And on the carry, he's heading left. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of a play.
But how about the defensive speed there on team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 19 after the miss.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar. and they miss out on 3 points.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. Breaks into the clear. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
To throw, it's Eller. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Finds his man. It's Pena. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quick throw caught on the left side. And Indy Lions look to keep this drive moving.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Incomplete. Trying to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
Yeah, the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, just unable to execute with the throw.
Handoff to the back. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down. Now this sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They cap the drive with 6 points. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's the handoff. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
The receiver grabs it. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Reed. And And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Now that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator on the play call. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes off in a bootleg. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And now the handoff. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
On the move now. He finds some space. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
That's good for a fighting Texas.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Now here's the toss play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. To the air, it's Allen. The pass rush closing in. It's a fumble. The defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. The running back here in a direct snap. Short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert and keep the drive going? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Everything taken away, this quarterback uses his mind and his feet. Really nice job here working with the lead. Why take a chance and throw it into traffic? He pulls it down, picks up some big yards there on that 3rd down, and up for the 1st down.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using his legs, it's Smith. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down, 2nd and 1. And the wideout goes in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation.
He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. There would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Dropping back. It's Aller. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. And the Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend, but
Swarm by the pass rush. A sack. 2nd down now after the sack. Timeout called by the defense, their 1st of the half. Make some adjustments here. See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense made it in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Back-to-back deep shots. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown. So
not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Automatic on the PAT. Believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Grinding away on the ground. Runs through the defender. He's in the clear. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Looking to pass. It's Allen. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on 4th down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Trying to find some room. It's Daniels. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it. But you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. Now it's 3rd down and long, and it hates to waste this great field position. It's a shotgun run call. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The Aggies will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great